The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good day, money masters and treasure hunters. Welcome to the October 1st wonderful Wednesday edition of the Trader's Edge show. The opening bell on the Trader's Edge. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, the newsletter service that is the intelligence for creating financial freedom. Hope everyone out there had a terrific Tuesday. Let's make sure that you and I, that we do all that we can do to have a wonderful Wednesday. And, of course, one of the best ways to kick off our day is to always remember that for the benefit of the flowers, we must water the thorns too. As Stevie likes to say, something to think about. You know, for the next couple hours, we'll go take a look at flowers and thorns, and we'll do that by utilizing wonderful, extraordinary tools like we'll use the A/B=CD pattern. We'll look at Fibonacci expansions and retracements. We'll look at Japanese candlesticks. We'll go count the peaks. We'll take a look at the TAS market profile systems. We'll look at the Rhodes momentum indicators out there. We'll use every tool in our arsenal to help us identify where price is headed to. And remember, this is an interactive show. That means we love to hear from you. We love to hear about your toolbox. Just give us a call at 877-927-6648. Internationally, you can reach out to us by calling 727-445-1044. And that way, together, you and I, we can go hunting for bulls and bears out there. It is Wonderful Wednesday. This is Tiger Financials Network. I'm Steve Rhodes, and welcome to the show. Hey, how about a great congratulations to all those folks that are participating in our virtual trading competition. Leaderboard is up, and in first place, we've had a change in the leaders out here. Congratulations to W. Burgess out there. He's in the lead, or she's in the lead, with 18,658 in profit. C. Norwood with 17,229. J. Yee out at 17,033. J. Skronsky, 15,081. D. Speak, 15,000. H. Yip, looks like lost about 10 grand yesterday, now down to a $15,000 profit still. PDG, pretty darn good. We've got R. Fady, 14 grand. R. Hinkman, 14 grand. T. Holland, 14 grand as well. And D. Vale with $11,000. Folks, I hope you are participating as well. And, of course, we had 5 daily winners yesterday. J. Campna, N. Young, Neil Young. Hey, Neil Young is, did you know that, folks? Neil Young is participating in the TFNN virtual trading competition. We had T. Reed, C. Benega, and R. Diaz out there. So congratulations to all those winners. I hope you are a winner today. Make sure you go ahead and you place your trade out there. Right now, we got the Dow futures. They're trading off about 11 points, trading out at 16,953. S&P futures off about 2.5 points, trade at 1963. NASDAQ off 8 points, trade at 4,036 out here. Of course, if we go ahead and take a look at a quick 10-minute chart out here, basically easy peasy trade out here that took place as we came on at 9 a.m., just as we were coming on. If we take a look at one of our tools, let's go use the wonderful Chapman wave count. Let's go take a look at the counts all the way from this high that was put in here. I've got a 10-minute chart that we're looking at on my screen, so I'm trying to help assist you. If you haven't gotten and figured out which trade you want to place today, let me give you one that you could certainly take a look at. Of course, this is an intraday chart. It's a 10-minute chart. Very easy to go ahead and trade. If we take a look at the high that was put in here at 11:30, that was at 11:30 on the trading session. Now, let me get the date out here, see if I can do that. Come on, stop that. Stop that, would you? What day is that? Day is September the 30th. That was yesterday. I could have probably figured that out. If you go from that high down to coming in right here as we were coming on at 8:50 a.m., we got to that wonderful 7th wave down on there. That says, hey, pretty easy to go ahead and place that trade. That was confirmed here at 9 o'clock. Pretty easy to go ahead and place that trade. Put your stop right underneath that low. I mean, one tick underneath that low of 4,027.75 out there. And, of course, if it can stay above this, this is a 10-minute chart, can stay above this 4,035.15 level out there. It'll take out a TAS resistance area. That should have been a TAS resistance area that would hold. So we'll see how, in fact, that plays out. Of course, that was just a very simple 10-minute chart out there. What does that say? We ought to at least get four peaks out of this move out here. Maybe we get a little bit more, but that was just simply the 10-minute chart. Now, Let's go see what we've got going on in the market. Let's go take a look at Goldilocks out here. Not doing a whole lot, maybe. You got King Dollar. King Dollar up 3 pennies right now. We're going to go take a look at the King because today could be the day out here. In fact, let's go start. Well, shoot, I got to change over to different charts. I lost a screen this morning. Going to have to bury it after the shows are over. So I've had to make a number of quick changes here at the just as we were coming on to the air. So let me. Where did I bury that chart out here? Let me go see where this is at. No, it's not there. I'm going to try one other spot where I think this might be. Workspace. Maybe it was there, and I just didn't notice it. Let me see here. Yeah, hey, it might have been. How about that? Yeah, let's take a look at the King. I'm going to put a 120-minute time frame chart on my screen out here, and let's go take a look at the King. And we're not talking about Elvis out here, but this 120-minute chart, now this does not end until 10 a.m., so we've got quite a bit of time on it. But what we have seen here is we actually have seen a key reversal session inside of the U.S. dollar index on the 120-minute time frame. Now, the U.S. dollar index couldn't get more overbought than, well, it could get more overbought, but let's just say at this stage it's a pretty darn overbought out here. So Stevie just keeps looking for some type of reversal signal. And this one might be it. Now, look, there was a bearish engulfing candle. That took place right here at 10 o'clock yesterday morning. Well, at the 10 o'clock session that we're in right now, we've got a potential key reversal session. Why? Because you have the prior candle. The high and the low was exceeded. Now we've got a red candle. All you need is just one tick lower from the open. The open here was at 86.22.225 out there. One tick lower. That would qualify. You're up at that sixth wave count on the 120-minute chart, at least as far as the way that I'm looking at things out here. And so that is a possibility. And then if that sets that could be setting the hook today out here, because if we go take a look at the daily chart for the King, what we have not seen here is we have not seen yesterday's high pierced. Of course, that bet is off, in fact, if we see that take place today, because that'll just be an extension of this potential seventh wave up here. So the very important level to be watching inside the U.S. dollar index is going to be 86.335. But if that level holds, there is that possibility that we have seen the beginning of a reversal inside the U.S. dollar index. And, oh, what a reversal it's going to be out there. I don't know when. I wish I could give you the forecast as to when it's going to take place. But what we can do is we can take a look at chart patterns out there. And, of course, you may say, hey, Steve-O, what's in your water that you're drinking out there that you're going to say that the King, which has had just one heck of a run higher out there, why in the heck is that going to move to the lower side of the marketplace out here? And it has been an extraordinary run, folks. But you're going to see an extraordinary run to the downside out here. At least what I can report to you is that's what the big money is communicating to Steve-O's son out there. And that means we need to pay attention. And that's what we're going to do out here. So if, in fact, that occurs, and look, let's just take a look at nothing more than just a simple retracement, because I know what they're loading up and doing, and I just don't know just how long they're going to let it ride. But if we go from the low to the recent swing point low to yesterday's high out here, hey, a dead cat bounce gets you to 83.50, and a normal retracement, a 0.618 retracement, takes you to 81.75. I suspect that is what we are going to most likely see, a pullback to 81.75. And, of course, in order for that to happen, that means the Queen must participate with the King. You know how those relationships work. And without the Queen participating with the King, well, it's not a happy marriage out there. But in the case of the U.S. dollar index, you can't do anything without the Queen out here, because it represents about 54% of the weighting structure inside of the U.S. dollar index. So that means we got to also pay attention to what's going on inside the euro. If we take a look at the daily chart out here, no signs of a reversal, at least not just yet out here, or as Lee Corso would like to say, hey, not so fast, Steve Areno. Well, look, no question, as we take a look at this daily chart here, that the 1.2467 number. That could easily be where you would see the euro trade down to. That's your 0.786 retracement. Nonetheless, what we're going to do is we're just simply going to wait. We're going to watch. We're going to take a look at reversal signals. Of course, inside the U.S. dollar index, it's not all about the Queen. You've also got the Great British Pound, the Japanese yen. If we go take a look at the Japanese yen right now, the U.S. dollar, Japanese yen, I'm going to go ahead and switch over into the this chart right here. A little bit of a delay here. Hey, did I say reversal candle? Take a look at that. That's the gravestone doji. If, in fact, we were to close out right here, right now, we saw no movement for the rest of the day at 109.59. But that may not be the case out there. But that's a reversal signal because you got a shooting star. And then, of course, they don't call it a gravestone doji for nothing out there. But that's not what we've got in place as we speak right now. Of course, a real reversal inside of the Great British Pound. I'm sorry, the Japanese yen out here. It'd be great if I had my cursor turned on. I think I'll go do that here during the break. That way I can give you some better numbers. Hey, maybe I can do that right now. We'll just do that during the break. We'll come back. We'll take a look at the Japanese yen. 877-927-6648. This is Steve Rhodes. This is TFNN. We'll be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of TigerTV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With TigerTV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Carol Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on TigerTV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out TigerTV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Steve takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow futures up 23, S&P down 4 points right now, NASDAQ off 10. We were taking a look at, before we went to break, we were taking a look at the Japanese yen, U.S. dollar, Japanese yen currency pair out here. So we want to watch this because this, too, impacts the U.S. dollar index out here. Now, it's at levels that we haven't seen for quite some time out here. Got up into that 110 level. I'm not going to put the longer-term chart up here on my screen right now, but we want to watch for reversal signals. You can there's a couple different kind of reversal signals that could occur today. Not saying that they will. If it closed out the session right now, you'd have a shooting star. That's the opposite of the hammer candle. That's going to come at the potential end of an uptrend that would set up resistance at the high. That's if that candle forms. A lot of time left in the trading session. The largest reversal signal would be to see it trade below 109.18 out here, and then just simply close one tick lower in the from its open. That would give you your key reversal session, just like we were looking at on that 120-minute time frame chart for the U.S. dollar index. So you got to take a look at the Japanese yen. You've also got to take a look at the pound out there. Of course, it doesn't hurt to take a look at the Canadian dollar and the Swiss franc and the Swedish krona. Did somebody say Corona's out there this early in the morning? Hey, let's go ahead and get some limes on the cutting board out here. But if we take a look at the Great British Pound out here, let's take a look at its retracement. See what kind of retracement it's done off of the low to the high out here. Let's go take a look at that. And it's basically done a 0.786 retracement. That number was 1.6153. Intra-session this morning, it's got down to 1.6162. This could be in the process here of forming a hammer candle if it closes up at about the price level of 1.6224 out there. Hey, let's go out to Burlington, Massachusetts, and let's speak with Mike. Mike, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How you doing this morning?
I'm good. How you doing, Steve?
Excellent. Thanks so much for asking. You have a question, thoughts on the Russell 2000, I believe.
Yeah, I sold TZA yesterday, and I'm wondering what you thought the Russell was going to do next.
You know, it's a great question. I think there's, if we take a look specifically at the IWM, you know, what yesterday was all about window dressing. And what that means to me specifically is that money managers were getting rid of their trash. And there's no question that the TZA, which was the inverse for the IWM, that was a short position in the IWM, they were unloading their trash. They were putting it out by the curb. But while they were doing that, they were breaking through that August 1st swing point low, which had 67 million shares. And yesterday you pushed lower with only 55 million shares. I would say at this stage, what I see the IWM potentially doing, what I'd like to see it do. That doesn't mean it's going to do what I like. I'd love to see it get down and test that 107.44-ish area, 107.27. You know, that could be another 2 points to the south, but it did break through that swing point with light volume. I suspect that today is an up day. If it's an up day with some light volume, you know, I still think there's some choppiness in the works out here. Could be for a few days before that bottom that I'm looking for gets put into the markets out here. So is your question the thoughts of getting back in on the TZA, or tell me what you're thinking of doing, Mike?
Yeah, my thoughts are probably getting back in the TZA, or even if you think we're getting I know you were bullish this market
I'm
last
neutral.
Week, so.
Just let me be clear. Just let me try to be clear. I'm neutral right now, so I'm not long the market. But what I am expecting is I am expecting a large bottom to form in the market. And nothing has changed there. If I get some different information and the charts say something different to me, then I'm cool with that. So I just want to make sure that was pretty clear on that.
Okay, yeah. So I was looking at either getting back in TZA or maybe even going the other way and buying TNA.
The better trade for TNA would really be to see that 107-ish area get tested. You'd love to see either the swing point from May 15th or the swing point from February 5th. You'd like to see those get tested with lighter volume before you would take that TNA trade. In my opinion, especially breaking through that August 1st level yesterday. So I think that's the better trade for the long side at the moment. And I really would like to see, as I'm looking for this bottom, I really would like to see the IWM get down and test that level, because last week it was on way lighter volume. In fact, if I put a monthly chart up here, just to give us an idea of what this is doing on a monthly time frame, since we had the month end out here, let's see what the volumes are. The swing point from May 1st out here, that had 1 billion shares out here is what it looks like to me. Is that right? Yeah, 1 billion. And this month here was only 775 million shares out there. So it's coming down with much lighter volume. You'd love to see that area get tested. Does that help you?
Okay. Yes, it does, Steve. Thank you.
Absolutely. You bet. That was Mike in Burlington, Massachusetts. This is TFNN. This is Steve Rhodes. We'll be right back, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or TigerTV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
And we're off to the races. We got the Dow 32 points, trading out of 17,010. S&P down 5. She's trading out at 1967. NASDAQ off 12 at 4481. Russell 2000 down 2 points, trading at 1099. NDX off 10 points. New York Stock Exchange down 28. Goldilocks up $2 right now. Silver up 8 pennies. Light sweet crude up 78 cents. How about that move yesterday? Natural gas up 3 pennies right now. Copper up a couple of pennies. Platinum, though, down, looks like $22 out there. Again, let's go back and take a look at that IWM that Mike in Burlington, Mass. had called about just as we were going off the air into that last break. We were taking a look at last month's volume. Now, if you take a look at the IWM out here, from a monthly standpoint, it was pushing highs the month of July, pushing them with 888 million shares. And remember, this is the index, this is the indice that's got the death cross. Yes, it was. Yet it was pushing lows with only 775 million. Of course, that was pushing into 1 billion shares out there. So again, on the intraday, well, on the real test out here. With regard to what the IWM wants to do, because it's been traveling in a consolidation pattern for so long out here. It can take you back into November of 2013, is you've got one heck of a nice 13-point move out there. And if it breaks out the 107 level, then Stevie was wrong with regard to the bottom that he is looking for out here, because you break a consolidation level, volume or not, that suggests that would be another 13 points to the downside. But at this stage, volume-wise, inside the IWM, it's saying, no, not so fast. So the better test would be in that 107.44 area. Of course, what Mike was calling about was, hey, do I trade the TZA or the TNA? And if you go to a shorter-term chart out here, let's go do that. Let's take a look at a 30-minute chart for the IWM and try to identify where is it that you could get on the short side out here. You just have to say some kind of retracement. And on the 30-minute chart, you'd probably come from about the 111 area. If you take a look at that, the 111 area down to the low that we've seen so far here, you're looking at about 110.49 or so. That's your normal 0.618 retracement level. That might be a place where you would want to take a look at taking a stab at it. And that was the IWM. Let's go check out some things that are moving and grooving in the marketplace this morning. To the upside out here, we got Techmira Pharmaceuticals moving to the upside for all the wrong reasons out there. Those wrong reasons being the Ebola scare out here. Nonetheless, it's up 22%. We have seen this thing move in the past out here. TKMR is a ticker symbol. What it is doing, it's trying to take out its most recent swing point high. That was from September 23rd. Let me get my style template back up here. It makes it a little bit easier for me to have the tools as we are taking a look at it. All right, there we go. Now we're going to take a look at a couple of different swing points that it's dealing with. So it's trying to take out the swing point that it has, which has got big volume. That was August the 11th. And that has 28 million shares out there. 2605 is that number. So far, you're trading at 2603, and 5 million shares behind the move that's only been in place for 7 minutes out here. So what does that say? That says, hey, this thing wants to go at least test the highs, Those highs being the price level of 31.48 out here, and that is what it looks like Techmira wants to do. Let me pull this thing back even further. Well, let me just do this. Let's put it on a longer-term time frame. Let's put the week time frame out here. Okay, so the week says that the swing point high is 30. What is that? Come on. What is that? There you go. There's the cursor. 31.48. I think that was the same thing as the daily out here. And so it looks like that is where Techmira wants to head to. But it could head to the moon out here. But this one could be a sell the rumor, or sell the news, I should say. We'll see. We'll see how Techmira plays out. But that is the leader to the upside. You've got RCS Cap Corp. That's up 8% this morning. Babcock and Wilcox up a nice 6%. That's up $1.66. New Link Genetics up 6%, up $1.29. Angie's List up $1. You've got Dynegy Inc. up 96 cents out here. Michael Kors up 1%. Sarepta Therapeutics, I believe they are more on the vaccine side of this potential of the obviously Ebola outbreak out there, or in any event, you got Sarepta Therapeutics. Let's take a look at it before it drops off my board. That's up 3%, up 60%. It's been a while since we've taken a look at Sarepta Therapeutics. Now, this is one that had shot off to the moon quite a while ago when it got into the 51 level, but it's trading at $20 right now. In order for Sarepta to really break out here, what you'd like to do is see it trade above a resistance level. And one of those resistance level is this little gap down area, that gap down right around the 24.90 mark out here. It really needs to get above that. We saw volume to the downside here of about 19 million shares out there. So it needs to get above that level in order to have any kind of a breakout here. Right now trading at 21.71. That is ticker symbol SRPT. To the downside, we've got ADP, Automatic Data Processing. That's off 12%, down $10. Chart Industries off 9%, off $6. Wynn Resorts down $5. Canadian Pacific Realty out here. CP is a ticker symbol off 4. Lockheed Martin down 4. Trinity down $3. Had a request to take a look at BTU, Bachman Turner Underdrive out here. I believe that is also Peabody Energy is the actual corporation name out here. So let's go take a look at BTU for our man or woman DC 43 out here. Let's go take a look at BTU, and boy, it had a nice reversal here. This is a daily chart we're looking at yesterday. Nice reversal, big old morning star candle configuration out here, the low of which is from the trading session of September 29th. That's your support area, 1188. And I believe the question was, because DC 43 saw a price relative strength divergent pattern on the 120-minute time frame, and the question was, will it trade up to its gap? And I would have to say right now, you know that the bulls are in a charge here, or they're trying to go ahead and put in the bottom. And that is on BTU, Peabody Energy. If you were going to go ahead and take this trade, you'd put your stop somewhere underneath that morning star, somewhere underneath the 1188 mark, and I would say you're going to run into a couple areas of resistance. It may get to that gap, but your first area is going to be this little supply line. I don't know what took place on the trading session of September 19th, but what I do know is there is a little bit of a supply out there, 56 million shares to the downside. So if it can close inside that level of 13.15, then yes, I would say the next area for you to pay attention to is the resistance of the gap, and that's somewhere between 13.85 and 14.13. But at this stage here, what else can we take a look at? We take a look at Bachman Turner Underdrive out here. Let me see. You can take a look at a little bit of a trend line. Whoops, what am I drawing all kinds of lines out here and didn't mean to do that. You can take a look at just a short-term trend line as well inside this equity. And if we take a look at that, we'll just use a little arrow out here. We'll come down. You can also use this as a little bit of a guide for you. That's really pretty much a channel line that I'm drawing. So if you're going to go ahead and trade that, I would go ahead and use an assortment of tools. That could be also an area where you would see price run into resistance, and that is on the BTU. Let's go out to Victor in Paramus, New Jersey. He wants to take a look at ticker symbol WPRT, Westport Innovations. Looks like that is gapped down big time.
Westport and CLNE, they're both in the same field, the gas field.
Yeah.
What's going on in that field? It seems like they're beating the heck out of them. They might be an opportunity or not.
Well, they are beating the heck out of Westport, that's for sure. Let's put this on a little bit longer-term time frame, see what it's gapping down.
I'm just wondering if they figure government subsidies are leaving or gasoline's getting so cheap so nobody's going to go to natural gas engines anymore.
You know, I would say I don't know the answer to that question. But if we just simply took a look at Westport, you know, as far as is this a buying opportunity, you really, at this stage of the game, I think you really need to see some kind of sign of strength here, and that certainly was not it this morning with it gapping down. Your better bet, because this has been beaten down. You know, it's gone from 52 down to 765 this morning. No reason for it not to continue to move lower out here. I would say you would want to wait for some kind of sign of strength out here. And then what you need to know, Victor, is that this morning's gap down, which is with volume, because so far today it's already done 1 million shares out here, that the top of today's candle probably becomes a resistance area. So what was the other one that you wanted to look at?
Clean, CLNE. Nancy Pelosi owns a lot of it.
Oh, okay. All right. And so you want to join Nancy out there. Oops, let me see here. Let me do this. We take this. So this is also gapping down, so that's not looking good. But let's see if this is less beat up. Oh, so far it's not less beat up.
So they're both back to like 2009 lows. You know, and there's all the gaps from 2009 they're filling in.
Yeah. You know, my recommendation, so in this case here, I put up the monthly chart. You know, the danger here, as you pointed out, is actually it made its low in November, the month of November of 2008, and it's trading inside that swing point, and it's doing it with volume. That had 20 million shares out there, and as we finished out last month, there was 24 million shares. So it's really pushing into that level. Your buy on this, that says if you're interested in a clean CLNE, probably just be ready for about the $3.23 mark. So another
you're leaving that low. Because I was looking at the point and figure charts. It said 750. It met its objective. That's where to buy it at. But I don't really know if point and figure charts are that accurate.
Well, one thing that we do know, and whether but you know, if you're going to trade those, and I'm not suggesting that you don't.
Are they accurate or not too accurate?
I don't trade them, so I don't have enough. I don't have any kind of system expectancy to know whether they are or they aren't. But what I do know, even if you were trading them, when you see something gapping down in your price objective, that's a bad deal. You just don't want to see that. And gapping down with volume, both of those
you said we're in more volume than we were last time, right? You said we have more volume right now than last time, right?
Well, what I did was because you mentioned they were trading back at their 2009 lows, I went ahead and put it on the monthly chart. And
there's all gaps. You remember everybody said gaps have to be filled sometimes? It seems like they're the first ones to fill their gaps. So the whole market's going to go down and follow different categories. You know, it's like a bazooka out there. Boop, 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 boop.
Maybe so. I don't know. My take on the market, Victor, is that we're in the process of forming. The market's in the process of forming a bottom, and we're going to see the markets.
Another year, though. The whole bottom can take another year to fall out.
It could.
A little at a time. You know what I mean? We got a machine gun going around. We're taking out each. We took out this to get natural gas.
It could. You know, there's bulls and bears, and at this stage, though, I'm going to go with the way that I see things playing out at the moment, and I'm absolutely willing to.
The only way the market's going to go up now is if the dollar goes down. I don't know. The dollar. I don't know.
Well, I'm in a camp. I believe I am one of the few out here that believes that the dollar's going to get croaked.
That's what I was hoping.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I think
split in half, and all our money will be worth less.
Well, it's all relative.
We'll pay off the deficit. We'll pay off the whole deficit with it.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that by the economy doing better, and we'll just collect more taxes. I like that.
There you go. Tax us to death. There you go.
I like that. All right, my friend. Hey, thanks so much for calling, Victor.
Bye.
That's right. That was Victor in Paramus, New Jersey. We're taking a clean energy, getting smoked, as well as Westport, WPRT. The exact opposite, though, of what's going on inside of natural gas, though. Right now, we got the Dow off 105, S&P down 12. Let's go check in on some of these other stocks here that are moving. ADP, let's go see what's going on inside automatic data processing out here. Let me see. I don't see any reason. I don't know. What's the reason behind this? Let me pull up the news article, see what we have. See if it was CDK Global Inc. was officially spun off from ADP. So, okay, so that's a spin-off of an entity, so no reason for us to take a look at that. That's not the case, though, in the VIP Shop Holdings out here. VIPS is the ticker symbol, off $5, down $2.62, or down $5, down 2.8% out here. So let's go take a look at VIPS. This is one of the high flyers out here. Let's see where this is likely headed to. Now, the last time we saw any kind of volume inside of this equity, that took place on the trading session of May 15th. The high out there is 164.74. The low is 146.25. That is very likely where she is or he is headed to. Right now, trading out at 183. Now, the real level where this could be headed to, VIPS, the better buy on this is it letting it come back to this little sign of strength that has been tested on several occasions and in essence has held, which is 130.49. Now, that's quite a ways down when you're trading out at 184 out there, but that would be the better kind of a buy setup. Let me see. Is this thing broken swing points on the way down with volume? Come on, stop drawing those lines out there. Let's pull this back just a bit. If we take a look at the most recent swing point low, that was on September 16th, 1.5 million shares there, and that was broken with 974,000 shares yesterday, so a little bit of light volume. How about the swing here from August 29th? That had 2.7. That was broken 1.4. So this thing is breaking swing points, but it's doing it with light volume out here. Let's take a look at the A to B equals CD pattern that's setting up here, because you could be getting a little Gertley buy, a Tiger Gertley buy, as a matter of fact. The A point is the swing high from August 13th. Let's use this as our B point, August 29th, and then we'll use as our C point this high out here on September the 9th, a beautiful day in history, by the way. The 1-to-1 A to B equals CD is where it's almost at right now, 181.00. It's trading at 183.95. Right now, we got the Dow up 118 points, S&P down 14. We'll be right back.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow off 115, S&P down 12, Composite off 34, Russell 2000 off about 9 points. Looks like some money managers forgot to take out some of their trash yesterday as they did the old window dressing. And looks like inside the IWM, looks like we're going to get down to test out those lows maybe sooner than later. That is a beautiful thing as this market puts in a bottom. That's right, a nice big old bottom. Now, hey, talk about bottoms. Let's go take a look at Goldilocks and some of the mining equities out here. Let's go see what Goldilocks is doing as we speak out here. If we take a look at gold, shy of making that 1-to-1 A to B equals CD to the downside, that shyness would have been 1198 being the target. So far, what we saw here yesterday was an intra-session low of 1204.30 out here. But as we speak right now, you got a little bullish engulfing candle that has formed. We'll see what it can do out here, but I do expect that what we are seeing here is gold is in the process of forming a bottom. We had it was DC 43 that was trying to play that price relative strength divergent pattern inside of what was it? It was BTU, Bachman Turner underdrive out there. Hey, you want to talk about price relative strength divergent patterns? Go take a look at Goldilocks, because that is what you could have in place here today as it makes a lower low, and it does it with less relative weakness out there. All you need is that little hook to set, and that would be your bullish engulfing candle. So we'll see if we get that here today. You'd get that today if you see a close above 1215.70 out there. And then for those of you that trade the Nadex platform utilizing our in our virtual trading competition out there, I'll give you the trade long Goldilocks out there. Probably long silver as well. But let's go take a look at some of the equities. Let's go see how they're holding up. Let's take a look at Rand Gold Resources. Rand Gold off 15 cents this morning, 157,000 shares thus far, so making a little bit lower low. Let's go put this on a little longer-term time frame. Let's go see on the weekly basis what is Rand Gold trading into. Hey, looks pretty good as we speak, because take a look at its retracement from low to high out here. If you go from the low, that's from January 6th all the way to the high that was put in here on July the 7th. Looks like this could easily make the 65.76 mark. Out here, you got a little bit of a gap at that stage, so it could be headed to that range. So, but still stronger than market stock out here compared to gold. If we were going to go ahead and correlate it to Goldilocks, let's take a look here at Gold Corp. GG is the ticker symbol out here. Traded lower. It's off of its session lows. This on a weekly basis. so far, coming back into a week that had 25, 24 million from a swing point. You've done 10. We're just beginning Wednesday, so it could be coming back into that area. Could be coming back with lighter volume. Let's go see what the daily chart here looks like for Gold Corp out here. So gapping up just slightly this morning, running into resistance of its market profile. It would do itself well to get above the 2340 level. That's your support. That's supposed to be your support. Old support can become resistance. So at this moment here, all it's done, it's tested the resistance area. But getting back up above 2340 would do itself some good. That is ticker symbol GG Gold Corp out there. Let's take a look at Barrick Gold. ABX is the ticker symbol. Barrick is up about 13 cents here this morning. It's got a long way to go before it gets back and test its market profile low, and that's at 1548. You're trading at 1478 as we speak right now. Well, folks, as we have it, time has just flown by, but it's been great to be with you. Thanks so much for being here with us at TFNN. If you're off to start your Wednesday, have a great day. Look forward to seeing you soon. That could be in about 8 minutes. Take care, folks.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
You're watching Tiger TV.